love it, you know I'm crazy. So go ahead and drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Taking that off me. I got the plug, I made the coffee. Talking late night for you.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? What's up, y'all? And welcome to the MooMoo Room. I am your auntie with the T, Auntie MooMoo, aka to some of y'all sister girl. And welcome to the home of the aunties, uncles, nieces, and nephews. The home of the family. The home of the grown and the sexy. Come on in, tell a friend, tell a friend. Um, don't forget to hit that like button as you come in, stop by, or just to say hi. If y'all can hit that like button, and that would be so helpful. But hey y'all, I feel like I haven't been home, y'all. I ain't been home in a few days, okay? I've been on a little mental vacay, okay? But I've been watching, my ring cam been on, so I've been seeing what's been going on in these streets, in the hood, okay? Doing, how's things been going? All that good stuff. I'm not on my computer. Shout out to everybody that is over there at Auntie House. We are streaming in Auntie's house, Auntie Moo house. We're also streaming, of course, on Moo and Mimosas, which is our main page. And we're also streaming on Twitch. So shout out to everybody in those platforms. Hold on. So just because it ain't nobody on your maybe on your page, don't mean ain't nobody watching. Okay, come on in, come on in. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I had to switch it up, y'all, because I got y'all know Auntie got to be on the move. So hey everybody, what's going on, y'all? I know these streets has been streeting. Okay, these streets has been streeting. Okay, I already know. I just been like, oh my goodness. But listen, we talking about people that's been making noise. We're not talking about people that's been being quiet. Okay. Um, hold on, sis. Let me drop this. I think I got to sneeze. Yes, we is family over here. Y'all already know. Y'all see my little disclaimer I put in the video, y'all. I said because I think people be getting it twisted. Like we family over here. Hey Renata, hey sis. Listen, y'all, I feel like I ain't been home in a minute, okay? Y'all listen, I'm probably gonna be breaking up a little bit because I'm going through the neighborhood. But I feel like I ain't been home in a minute, okay? But hey, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I know how that be. But all the little comments should be able to pop up or whatever. So listen, that's gonna mean now. That's gonna mean now my mods are really gonna have to be on it because no, not a girl. Listen, I have been listen. We be behind the scenes still. You know that's my sister and that's my nephew. So, but I just been like, I've been watching, letting everybody do their thing. I've been going and support people and hitting just. I've been just watching everybody do their thing and build their channels and different stuff like that, honey. So, but I've been gathering the tea. Okay. Y'all know I've been gathering the tea. Okay. So, hold on, y'all. We going through this neighborhood, so it might get kind of choppy on y'all. Um, so I really been, I've been gathering the tea, y'all. Just cause Auntie ain't been out here, don't mean people been coming over to the house, honey. They've been coming down. They've been coming over to the house, and it's been the holidays, so I've been going to the cookouts. Okay, and baby, I've been like, what? They be like, Auntie, come sit at the spade table with us real quick. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come sit with y'all. Child. I've been like, what? And you don't say. I've been like, what? And you don't say. Mm-mm-mm. But hold on, y'all. I must have ooh, y'all listen, we gonna have to have a behind the scenes mod meeting, okay? Because we got people that got wrenches that ain't supposed to have wrenches and people that have wrenches that don't have wrenches that are supposed to have wrenches. So I need to figure out who's snatching wrenches and who's awarding wrenches because I'm gonna have to change that up because that ain't how that works. But hold on one second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I have to do something real quick. Sis, go make sure you're in Moomoo's and Mimosas because you might be in Auntie Moo house. Go make sure you're in Moomoo's and Mimosas because it depends on which stream you're in, I think, but I don't even know how that's working either. Y'all listen, y'all know Auntie don't be, hey, y'all gotta please, 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 no. I be trying to get it right, y'all. I be trying to get it right. Y'all know I'm not that. So hold on, y'all. Oh, Jesus. Give me 1 second. But anyway, and before Auntie them come, where Auntie them at? I done dropped the link. Where is everybody? Hey, passion fruit, what's been going on, y'all? What has been the look? I ain't gonna say what's been the tea, child, because I've been seeing what's been the tea. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on, y'all. No, I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out. Oh yes, sis, you're in. Hold on. That's what happened. Okay, now I know what happened. Now I know what happened. Okay, sis, try to comment now. You're in Auntie Moomoo house. Hey, Keisha. Hey, y'all. Okay, gotta figure it out, y'all. Gotta figure it out. Cause we're streaming in both places right now, y'all. We're streaming at Auntie Moo house, and then we're also streaming in Moo's and Mimosas. So we're streaming at both places now. Cause what's gonna start happening is a lot of our just conversations are gonna end up being at Auntie Moo house. The most of our living room talks are gonna start being at Auntie Moo house. Just because that's why I wanted it now. Just because that's what I want to do. But yeah, so we're gonna start doing that. A lot of our streaming and stuff is gonna be at Auntie Moo house. We just have our regular conversations and stuff. That's where that's gonna be for future references. So we're gonna make sure if you have not subscribed that you go subscribe to Auntie Moo's house. And it's more intimate over there. It's not, a lot of just, that one is going to be more of an intimate space. We're going to have a lot of more conversations about just a lot of more interviews. We're gonna have interviews over there. A lot of more conversations. I got some people that's gonna come up and talk and tell their story. So we got a lot going on over there, and so I'm excited. I don't want them both to be, about bald headed skittle them. Okay, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna just, like, one is like we're gonna just talk, have conversations, whatever, and this one is gonna be more our celebrity talk, talking about like the celebrities on the internet and all that stuff. And then Auntie MooMoo House is more geared towards just real life, just having conversation. Even though we're gonna do that over here too, but that one is not gonna be as gossip based as you want, or however you want to say that. Hey sis.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, because I got these earplugs. I'm moving around in the house. So I want to make sure that you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Mm,
I was
yeah.
everybody weekend. I hope everybody enjoyed their family and got you some rest on Monday.
Girl, I had took me a nap. I was gonna go live earlier, baby. I lay down in that bed and hunty, listen, that was all they wrote. That was all they wrote. Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Ann. Hey, Renanda. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody enjoyed their family. Because, on Monday we rest because we all have to go back to work the next day. But the weekend was awesome. I know it was for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sis too. We enjoy our family, in laws. Hey, passion fruit. Look, sis, in laws.
All that stuff. Look at all that
All,
jazz.
look, all the above.
And
Y'all had to have a
all
good
that jazz.
time.
Baby, and
Yep.
all that jazz.
So what you saying, sis, that you streaming from another page?
Oh, we got Auntie MooMoo House. We always had two pages. So we always had Auntie MooMoo House, and we have always had Moomoos and Mimosas. So Moomoos and Mimosas is our main page, and Auntie Moomoo House. I made Auntie Moomoo House when they had shut down Moomoos and Mimosas. So
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you did.
I always had two sources of streaming or whatever. So
Oh, that's when they were saying that you was never shut down. How could you come from another page? Oh, okay. I remember when they were saying that about you.
no, but even when they had gave me a strike, they were still allowing me to stream. Like they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
still like allowing me to go live, and I don't know why. It was just a favor. Favor wasn't fair, baby. It had all the content creators hot. Okay,
The
they was
blood
mad.
of Jesus.
Hey nephew,
Hey, hey.
they was hot,
Hey,
baby. I can't help
nephew.
it that God favored me.
Yes, he
Hey, how you
did.
doing?
I'm finna
He
go to this
definitely favored
grocery
you.
store.
Huh?
I said I'm finna go to the grocery store. What we talking about?
What's up, nephew? What's up?
To the grocery store. I should have got me some gas before I came home, but me and the Lord gonna make it around the corner and back home.
No, you still need to get some gas. Get some
I'm going.
gas.
No, I'm going. It's too damn doggone hot to be going anywhere. I barely want to go to this grocery store.
It is,
And
but
the people
still.
I went to go get my thing tested to see if it was the air compressor, and it came out to $65, and
Oh,
it was the air.
really?
The air compressor. He said that it's gonna be about $1,200 to do.
You
I
too.
said, let me try that.
You better pay for it because it's too hot and it's gonna get even hotter when the summer come. Hey, Miss Deborah. I mean,
I
Miss
am.
Debbie Taylor.
I got an appointment.
Nephew, everybody's speaking to you.
Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey. Well, they said that,
Y'all, I know it's been one of them weeks though, shoot, nephew, cause shoot, dog been sick, she been sick, sick. And I'm
oh,
like,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
baby,
my mom
I ain't
had
gonna
me.
lie, y'all. I was ready to be like, y'all, it's time for us to go on and have a funeral.
No, don't say
Oh,
that.
and
Mm.
you know we weren't gonna let that happen. You know, trust me, I think she gonna say
Baby,
You
you
had already
if
told
they was
us.
talking
little
about,
kid
they was
sitting here,
talking about thousands and thousands. I done spent enough. I done spent
oh no,
enough.
see, you gotta learn how to play on their feelings. You bring the kid in, and then you tell them that you on disability and you broke.
Nephew, you know you on live, right?
I just well, I don't care. Look, they they get stuff donated to them from the CPS and Clear people. They get stuff donated to them all year long. How I know is because I did it a lot when was younger. I was a teenager and I didn't have no money to fix my pit bull. He had parvo, and it was
Aw.
white lady told me that they get donated stuff year round from SPCA. They donate they stuff that they get for free because don't nobody need it. Yeah, y'all charge them an arm and a leg for it, and don't tell them that you got it back there. hmm And then you can use your dog if you needed a blood transfusion. You can use your own dog's blood, like if you got multiple dogs, and the people to tell you it's $1,100 to have it done.
Yeah,
You know all that stuff.
cause nephew, I ain't gonna even
hmm
lie. I told my baby, he was so sad. In into number 9, he was like, "Mama," I said, "I know, but ooh, baby, baby,
Send them in
listen."
there.
It's too high, Mama. It's too
Send them in
high.
there. Send them in there. Send them both in
I
there to
said,
the people.
"Listen."
They not gonna tell them baby thing.
Listen. I
They not
know
gonna
that's
tell
your
them baby
sister.
thing.
I know that's your sister, but she gonna be better in doggy heaven. Doggy heaven is a better place for
Mhm.
her to be.
Oh
It's a
Lord,
better place for my pockets.
Engine number 9. Call me. You can get through. I'm gonna just put you on the phone with your Auntie Christmas. She gonna
well,
tell
it
you
sounds like
what,
she
what's
already
your
did it,
cash app,
nephew.
baby? What's your cash app? She a
Nephew, it
cash app.
sounds like it already happened.
Oh,
She doing a little better, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
Lord have
But
mercy.
it's like yeah, she still, she got, but it's just the grace of God because when you know people, we know people, you know what I'm
mm,
Hmm.
business. So my husband was thinking about like some work, the contractors that work together. You know,
no, you going in the matrix, ain't it?
Yeah, she sis going in and out. I guess she driving.
Yeah, but no, I don't think that the hospital won't put the dog down. I promise they won't. They won't. They'll work out a payment arrangement with you
y'all
for
know
the
I'm
dog.
breaking up because I'm driving. Hold
Yeah, we
on.
know.
I said that the hospital won't put the dog down. They'll work out a payment arrangement with you before they put out the dog. And they always tell you
See,
that the
that's the
dog
reason I
See,
needs
want to
some
put them down.
elaborate shit.
That's the reason why.
No, they
can
tell
you
you
hear
that the
me?
dog always
Can you hear
needs.
me? Can you hear me?
No, they be telling you. Oh, now we can. They'll tell you that we need some elaborate stuff like, oh, the dog needs surgery. I gave my dog the penicillin. That little lump went away, and he been a-okay for the last 12 years since they said it. I said, why y'all gotta lie to me? That make people
And
don't
that's
trust y'all.
exactly what they be doing, lying.
Yep, they
Yeah,
be lying for no
they
reason, get playing on your heart.
they want money,
That's the same thing with the hospital, though. They ain't no different. The
honey.
hospital ain't no different, ain't it?
Huh?
I said the hospital ain't no different.
No, I know that. That's why I'm saying they be lying. So that's why
Yeah,
I
they be lying for
y'all
no
talking about
reason.
get a dog, get a pet. Y'all get too attached, and I couldn't get attached like that. Cause see, I'd be emotional like that.
Oh no, if you make sure you got
Best
the
thing I
book.
need to do is stay away from that.
No, make sure you got the papers on the dog. You know what I'm saying? If you got the papers on the dog, they're liable for the dog, and you know the breeder, you know everything. Like it's best to have papers on a dog. All my dogs got papers, but the healthiest one
Hey,
is my
princess. Shit,
is
we
my
got a
milk
paper
dog.
on her too, but she was the runt. We should have known. We should have known something was wrong. She was the runt. Now, them dogs are
They
shit. We
get
done spent thousands
expensive.
and thousands of dollars on her surgeries already. I was like, this time, baby girl, I can't. I love you.
I'm with sis. They get expensive. You gotta
Sign up for
dogs
care
are like
credit, ain't it?
care of your children.
That you still gotta pay for it. Shit, just because it's on care credit don't mean you ain't gotta pay for
I don't know
it.
about LA,
You get to
but the
pay it
state of
off
Texas will
slowly and
send
build
your
your
ass to
credit.
jail, nephew. They'll put you under the jailhouse with neglect with them animals. You do you know that?
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I said. It'll
Oh,
let
okay.
her care credit give you time to pay the balance off instead of paying it all off at once. So you don't feel that bad when you pay it off slowly. I mean, I done done it plenty of times. I done paid it twice.
Yeah.
Two
Mm-mm.
dogs and passed away for them some air just to be able to breathe for an hour for my kids to say goodbye. That's the part about having kids. But I ended up
I
getting
think
my
she
money back.
knew she. I think she knew it was gonna. But that's what I'm saying, nephew. You got to remember, I got 9 kids and almost 9 grandkids.
Yeah.
I have
She said she
Baby,
on her Miss
priorities.
with my job is so demanding, high demanding, and with my
Mhm.
taking it raising my youngest, I couldn't do it. That's why I just never got dogs because you have to like tend to them like a child.
Hmm.
I'm not
Who's your
doing
When
it.
she
baby?
was sick, and then she hadn't used the bathroom or whatever, and then today she decided, but shit, and she 5 years old. She been potty trained. Dad using the bathroom. No, 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 no. But she was sick, so she got away with it. But no, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Mm, I'm
See,
with
they like
it.
your babies. They are your babies. They just a baby that can sit at home by itself.
Mm.
Not for too long though. Yeah, tear your house up. Once you set a schedule and a routine of coming home with a dog, and you miss that
But
mark
hey,
by
Princess say
an hour.
she got pet insurance, including dental for her dog.
Me
Dang.
too.
Oh
Y'all
wow.
some good. Y'all are such
Oh,
good.
y'all some good
Mm-mm.
parents.
I used to have that, but then it was like shit. When you paying $800 a month in health insurance for a family member, fuck the extra 400 for
But
a dog. 200. Mm-mm. And because she had past medical problems, no, 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 no. And we pay for them surgeries out of our pocket.
Now,
oh,
see, I paid for a lot of surgeries out of pocket,
In
not
a
just
minute,
recently.
close the door.
I just recently got the pet
What you going
insurance.
to the movies?
It's a lot better
Huh?
than paying out of pocket because it gives you time to
Y'all
pay it
don't look
off.
like y'all ready for the movies.
Prince
Hmm.
Why?
say it's expensive. She say it's $80 a month.
Oh,
That's
because
not
the girls are
bad.
going.
That's not really.
Go ask daddy. He's not going. You said what now, sis? Hello? Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Princess
Oh,
says she pays $80 a month, but that's not really bad.
no.
$80 is not bad a month.
She. I can find something else to use $80 on that. Let me quit. But
Well, I don't have it because to me, I keep telling people that it's an extra child that you bring in your home, and I don't care what nobody say. You got to take care of those.
even especially when they little bitty,
Yeah,
and
you better start
you
rolling
gotta
on.
take care of them like they're your babies. I can't do it.
Here, roll yours real quick.
Yeah, I got
Mm-hmm.
some.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I did. Uh-uh. No, no, no. But y'all, let me. What time? How long we been on here? Oh yeah, we've been on here long enough. Let me tell y'all what sis bald headed sister did and nephew's bald headed auntie did.
Yeah, don't you bring her over here claiming me. Hmm. Didn't tell a nephew.
What happened, Annie?
Yeah,
Yo, but what your auntie did?
Oh, that's your sister.
exactly.
That's
Telling
your auntie. Don't be doing
telling
that.
me.
She be
Nope.
trying to throw her off on us, don't she, Auntie Katina?
Yeah, she always try to throw her off on us. That ain't got nothing. My spiritual daughter, Krishan, that's only part of her spirit, and then on the in law. But that
That's her
rest is
journey
all
through
yeah.
life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't be trying not to claim y'all family members now. Now,
That
y'all
ain't our
listen.
family. That's
We
yours.
gotta, we gotta claim them the good, bad, and ugly.
No, we
But let me
no.
tell y'all
We
what
we never started claiming her, Annie. That's the issue.
you did. Y'all know y'all claimed her. You claimed her. If you claimed her sister,
Never
you was
ever, never
claiming her.
ever.
If you claimed her sister, you was claiming her.
No.
Remember, Auntie
Uh, uh,
Lily?
uh, uh, uh,
See, you see what she's
uh.
trying to do, nephew? You see what she's trying to do?
I
She
see
trying
what
to
you
When
do
you
trying to
reverse
do.
psychology on
when
us.
you
Yes,
claim when
she
you
is.
claim
No.
one, you claim them all.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Huh.
The devil is a
Yeah.
lie.
The devil is a lie. He sure is. Huh. We only been trying to
Mm-mm.
have a little mercy because you wanted us to have a little mercy.
I ain't
Tell
never
her,
tell you
Annie.
to
Tell
have no
her, Annie.
mercy. No, don't you do that. Don't you do
Well,
that.
at least with Callie.
Yeah, I was person that because I felt bad because I felt like she was groomed to be the
Okay,
person
but
she
you you
is.
you, you want to have mercy on the demon specimen. That's what you wanted to
Who?
do.
What
Callie,
demon specimen?
Callie. She's a demon seed.
And
That's
yeah.
because I just feel like she got a raw, like a raw, she got I feel like her mom, do a lot. And I feel like she really and truly, she's trying to stay away from her as much as possible.
Callie full of shit too. Anyways, she full of shit. And I think
Mm,
that was a whole storyline when she said that she got Callie phone and she went through her phone. Oh, mothers can't stay away from their kids' phone. And she seen how, why would you try to turn me against my daughter? And I seen the text message, bitch, you and your daughter, y'all did that together. That was a whole clickbait that they did together. And I'm tired of people taking Callie. I'm so
but what did
tired of
Callie
it.
say though?
Callie and
But what did
Carlissa
Callie say?
planned that together.
But I'm saying,
She
what
ain't
did
gonna say
she
nothing.
say? That's what I'm saying. How you gonna say she planned it together and you didn't hear her side of the story, sis? You can, because you know that heifer's a very manipulative.
Sis,
Carlissa is a very
Callie is
manipulative as person.
never gonna say nothing. She's like Jaden. She's
Well, you see that shit with
she's
you see
just
that
like
relationship with
Jaden,
her and
sis.
Jada didn't go nowhere. You see
No,
that
she
little.
hides her hand just like Jaden. Callie does that. She does that.
I ain't
Jada.
taking up
They
for it,
some
sis. I'm not
manipulating,
taking up
sneaky
for her.
assholes, and I don't care what. I'm. I'm.
I'm not taking up for
I.
her.
I will. I believe in my heart that she knew damn well what Carlissa was gonna say about her getting her phone and seeing that Krishan sent messages. That was all a plan. That was all a whole plan for they show. And that's what the problem is. People give Callie too many passes because she's manipulative too. She's full of shit too.
Who's that again? Mm. Hmm.
And I'm being
Callie,
serious. See, Callie hides her hand just like Jaden. They try
But
to
I
see
don't think
Jaden will sit
Callie's
there and
like the
laugh.
brightest crayon in the box, sis. I don't know.
Okay, but okay, here's the difference between Callie and Jaden. Jaden will sit behind Carlissa and Carlissa play her like a robot, like controlling her hands. Because I don't know if y'all know what surgery is when you have a robot. Don't just think a robot is performing surgery on you. The doctors is actually on behind the scene on a computer controlling that. And that's what Carlissa does with Jaden. But with Callie, she doesn't want you to see that her mama is controlling the scene or the surgery. I'm being real. So she sits behind because she tries to hide her. She tries to. Okay, Callie is nephew. Say am I right or wrong? Callie is the type of person to
Did you ever
have
know?
8 books in her hand, right? On spade. And she'll
Hmm.
swear to God, she got to go in blind, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is Callie.
That's Callie all day, and she knows she got the
I
A
see
book.
that
And she
because
knows
she's
she
scared,
has it.
but ain't that scared though? Ain't that a form of being afraid or being?
No,
Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, you
it
just
can't
Because
be if
controlling
you
because it
it
could be
can't
a
be.
form of being afraid, but then at the same time, you looking at the table and you feel like you controlling everybody.
But
And
how is that a
well,
form of?
I hope
I
she
feel like
don't
it's a
feel like
form of
she controlling
manipulation.
everybody because she ain't got nothing. I mean, how she?
but she may
Let's
think
just
like
keep it a
that,
bit.
sis. But then
I hope
Jaden sitting
not.
at the spade table can't play a deck of cards.
I feel like it's a form of manipulation.
It is. It's nephew a big form of manipulation.
Because
A
it's
big
like
form.
yeah,
All
it's
of
like
them.
because it's like okay, wait a minute, Callie, you will beat your mama down and your grandmama down for what they do to you, but all of a sudden you scared of your mama when it comes to somebody else.
Callie is not scared of her. I listened to
Yeah,
what
she not
Carletta
scared of
said.
Carlissa.
She's not scared of her mama. She know Callie will beat her up. That's what her own
Hmm.
Exactly.
auntie said. She just know that Callie would tell the whole truth on her. So I do believe, I'm gonna say allegedly, but even though her auntie said it, Callie they all need them as babysitters. And I believe that from the bottom of my heart. But now I'm starting to believe they don't need her as a babysitter.
I'm still thinking that Callie feels some type of way and she's holding on to that animosity. Um,
Well, I can
from
agree
the
with
I
that
beginning.
feel like
because
she feels some kind of way about her mom too. I don't care because you just think about it. If your mom did some of the egregious, is that the word I'm looking for?
That's not
Okay.
egregious. That's not egregious what she does. We're gonna have to come up with
it's
a new
like
word.
she does the most.
We're gonna have to come up with a new word. That is not
No,
egregious.
What's the word I'm looking for, nephew?
she
We gotta make up one.
it's not egregious. She does it's the most. Spell it out. most. I'ma say it loud. Do I need to do it a cheerleader way?
Oh, okay.
That's what she does. Callie is doing the most because Callie feel like she got an upper hand. Callie, y'all sitting back thinking Callie is dumb. Callie not dumb by far. She loose in the mind, but
Yeah.
she's not dumb by far because she listens to what people be saying. Y'all think that Callie don't be sitting there listening?
Well, I hope she hear this. You need to get your head out your anus and quit letting your mama tell you what to feel. Because if
Mm.
you feel like your mama was the reason why your marriage ended because she took you into that blind, then you blame your mom. Stop blaming that girl because I mean, in all actuality, the only person there owed you some loyalty is your mama and your brother, and neither one of them put you in a situation where
And
you
I
were
hope if
saved.
you listen to me, Callie, I know that was all lies. I know because I'm smarter than that. God gave us all 5 senses. Everybody don't have it, but girl, we not all slow. I know for a fact that Carlissa didn't just take your phone and see messages with you and Krishan and talking about Krishan was trying to turn you against her mother, against your mother. Girl, y'all
Right.
need to stop playing with us.
You gonna
Because
show the
us
messages to
smart
your
ass
mama.
people don't
Look.
fall for that bullshit. Them slow hoes might fall for it, but we don't.
Right. Look, mama, she's texting me and asking me when I go see the baby. What do you feel about that? Wait a minute. I don't know who you look. Let me go on about my business.
But then you come
Oh,
on here and say,
Lord.
I pray for him every night and I do this. Girl, we don't like you neither. We done with you too.
Don't try to look at me crazy because you had your dumb ass dog in the street. Fucking wrong with you.
I mean, you can play some people, but you can't play the real ones over here.
Right. You right. You absolutely right. I mean, Callie, you showed your mama the messages trying to show like prove your
So what? If
loyalty to her.
never took that girl phone, that's a damn lie.
But well, how do you feel about that? Because she gives you her ass to kiss every time you show her your loyalty. She gives you her ass to kiss. She doesn't care and I'm sorry, she don't care about you the way she do Blue. You know it, and you'll never be up there with Blue. So stop
But
trying.
then she might be talking back to you at the phone, nephew, saying to you that that's a life that they showing us, and you don't know what you're talking about because her mama do something behind the scene.
Oh, that's what they all say. Ooh, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. That's why we didn't call it play for play, step for step. This is
But what we
monopoly to
do
us.
know
We
is the
was
way
here
that she
before
bash
Google.
out every day. She bash out so bad. And if she is doing that behind the scene or whatever, saying it's for clout, who wants a mother like that bash me and my sibling and my blood like that? Think about it. That shit is wrong.
And think about it like this. These people ain't doing nothing new. When Google
Oh, what happened, nephew? Hey, Melanie, what happened, nephew? I don't know what happened. Sis, you still there? Hello? Nephew, what happened? Sis, you still there? I don't know what happened. Hey, Lipstick. Can y'all hear us? Because I don't know what happened. Sis went out and nephew went out. Oh, it's just me and sis now. Sis,
Huh?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, I had to switch my phone over because my other
No,
phone was going
nephew
in.
went
Well,
out. He was talking and he went out.
oh, Lilo and Stitch is out. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Sis is back. I don't know what happened to nephew.
So is your
I
brother's
don't
and
know what
your
happened.
sister going to see Lilo and Stitch?
He don't come back. Trying to nephew. We don't know what happened. Streetcar might be tripping. He kicked you out.
You said what, sis?
I said Stream Yard might have kicked him out because he was talking.
Probably.
Who wasn't here?
What
He
time
oh,
is it
he
at?
said switching phones.
Who
But
going?
like I was saying, so, Callie and Jaden are some manipulators,
Makeda don't want to go see Lilo and Stitch.
and it's a whole lie. Callie needs to stop lying. Saying Carlissa took her phone. Well, Callie didn't say it. Carlissa said it with her questions. Why, when I go through my daughter's phone, that you was trying to turn my daughter against me. All that shit is all lies. Kelly was sitting right there with Carlissa, letting her read what Krishan was saying. And Krishan, if you hear me,
I
stop. Just let these people go. That all these people mean you no good to you or your baby.
I agree.
Let these people go. You have apologized so many times, and this time you said God told you to. We get it. You obeyed the spirit. Move on. None of these people mean you no good. None of these people. None of them. From Carlissa to Jaden to Callie to um Blueface Daddy. None of them mean you no good. You have so many things that's open up for you, and we love you with every fiber in us. We just want to see you make it and do good in life with you and your baby. Even your own siblings mean no good to you.
And that's so
Charity,
sad.
Latifa, just Krishan, let it go. You have
Some
tried.
people you can't help. Some people you can't help.
Some people can't help.
Some people
Let
you
it go. You have tried. You have done your best.
9:25, so mom get ready.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry,
I know. I say, what happened to nephew? He was talking.
but what was I saying?
We was talking about.
Oh, I was saying that that Callie should understand that she'll never add up to her brother and her mom's world in the moment. The sooner she'll realize that, the sooner she can be able to place blame where blame needs to be placed. But first and foremost, place blame with yourself because you allowed your mother to put you in that position. And they'd be like, well, if you was married, wouldn't you do the same thing? Well, depending on my mama.
Mm,
I'm
If
tell
I
you
had to
what.
call Lisa for a mama and somebody rung her bell that was younger than her, I'll be like, okay,
mm.
what happened?
And then Callie needs to look at her marriage and where it got her,
Right, that's
and
what
why
I'm
she
saying.
not with her husband today. And then you got a molester sitting in your mama house. But here's my thing. I don't
Mhm.
understand how y'all call out the past year and a year and a half, y'all kept calling CPS on that girl and her baby. Over and over and over again. But yet Carlissa do stupid shit. Callie do stupid shit. They all Jaden do stupid shit. Charity sit online doing stupid shit. But y'all don't sit over there and say, "Oh, let's get together and call CPS on all of them." It's weird to me. The whole thing is just fucking weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
Callie shaking her ass. They all drunk.
I honestly think that in the
Carlissa
past
online
year,
scratching her titties. She telling people to come suck her titties. Who does that?
she been that way. We just now getting to see that desperate side of her. You know what I'm saying? It's a desperate side to Carlissa we haven't seen before because she hasn't been here where she is now. If that makes sense. You went from doing a show on your own to going to Zeus to now being back on your own. You didn't even get a season two. I could see if you tried to get a season two and it just didn't work. At least you went 2 seasons. You only did a season and it was done.
Mm.
Nobody liked it. You. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And don't nobody like your daughter. Don't
Nobody.
nobody like Jaden. Oh, the baddies do. The baddies don't care. She's an extra like you. She's a fill-in. She's a body to make it look like she knows
Nellians
some
don't
people.
even talk about her since she been gone.
Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't even. That was just kind of. I'm telling you, that was what they call a sell off.
I don't even think Callie ever had a real management team. Her management team always been
Her
Selena and Bree.
management team is Bree.
Do you remember when they said that Callie and Jaden do the song together? They would break records. What happened to all of that? Nobody
Exactly.
cares.
Because Callie came out faking it.
Hmm.
She used her nephew until she got the baddie.
Hmm.
Oh,
Do y'all
oh, I'm
remember
playing for
before she
you.
went to Daddies that she
Mm-hmm.
would say, "Oh, that's her that's TT baby," and she prays about him every night or whatever. Have y'all heard Callie say anything about him since?
But
Mm-mm.
she ain't saying nothing though, y'all. She's not
Exactly.
saying.
That's why I don't like when I see people online saying, "Well, Callie the only one." No, Callie full of shit. And I want
Mm-hmm.
Krishan to hear me. She
Yep.
the one showed Carlissa y'all text messages and she kept up the mess. Carlissa is
Mm-hmm.
lying that she
Mm-hmm.
took her phone and saw that. Callie doesn't give a fuck. She used you
But
and her
okay,
nephew for clout to
hold
get
on.
on baddies.
Yep.
Let's be fair. Let's be fair. We don't know what the text messages said. The text messages could have been, "This is why I don't mess with your mom," blah 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 blah. And Callie probably could have been, "I'm just okay. Let's play I'm play advocate. Devil's advocate real quick." She could have been like, "You see, this is the main reason she don't mess with you. This is." Do you understand what I'm saying? Could have been into proving a point. I don't. We don't know. We don't know the
Why didn't she
context
clear it?
of the
Well,
message. We don't know the context of the message, and we don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? How she
No,
presented the
sis,
message
that's
to
not
her
what I'm
mom.
saying. I agree with that. We don't really know what the messages said. It's the messy way that Carlissa put it out.
But we
mm-hmm.
can't.
It's
But
not
we
about,
know that
it
hustle
could have
messy
been
though.
some true, it could have been some real stuff between them. But it's the way Carlissa put it out. Oh,
But that's what I'm
I took
saying.
her
They could have
phone
been
and
having a
I
hold on.
went through her. I went through there and you tried to turn my daughter against me.
But I'm saying it could have been a real conversation that they were having that
But
Carissa
Carlissa shouldn't have never
presented.
done that. And Callie should have stopped that. I don't agree with that. Every
Right.
Our money is not good money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that Callie should have made her mama not say because that could end her and Krishan relationship forever.
She wanted to.
You shouldn't have not allowed your mama to say that. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that they probably did have a genuine conversation, but Carlissa came to the world like Krishan was trying to
But how
turn
we
her
know that
daughter
Callie didn't?
against her.
But how? Okay, let's. I'm just asking, and I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm saying how we know she didn't check her because we don't see her. You got to remember, even when we see her on her show, on her mama's show, she's not being a. She's like even on the last show. Oh, she's trying to manipulate me. She's trying to manipulate. Da 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 da. Da. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Annie,
so
I
sis, I
think
get
you
what
got a
you're
soft
saying.
spot for Charlie. That's cool. I
I
don't
just
trust
gotta
that
know.
nigga.
I
I don't
got
trust
a
that.
soft spot for anybody that got a fucked up relationship with their parent. I got
I agree with that. They could have
and I
had that
have a soft spot for
conversation.
anybody that has to kind of always, you know what I'm saying? She is her mom's country bad.
Carlissa
That
could have
lady
kept
is
that out of
total,
the question, sis.
huh?
Carlissa could have kept that question out of there. That's messy.
But Callie see what everybody else see. That Carlissa
Yeah.
wants the spotlight, and she'll sacrifice her daughter's career to get it.
And you
And
know
she
what's gonna
has
happen next, right? You know what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen next. Krishan got all
Mm-hmm.
these deals. She gonna ignore them. He might come out and say something, and Carlissa is gonna try to show the message between Callie, and then they could be lies
and it
because
ain't even gonna be no message because trust me, if it was something that felt like she had an upper hand, she would have been showed that shit.
no, Carlissa likes to show shit later on and try to prove people
But the
wrong.
stuff she show don't even be nothing to be like. You understand what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
but she will
It don't
prove.
even be nothing to be like. Oh, she's showing the tea.
But
It don't
that's
even
to
be like.
us. That's to us. But
She
people
don't
on the
even know what
outside
she's
looking
eating.
in, they'll look at that shit and be like, well, damn, Krishan was doing that against because they don't understand the messages. And we know Carlissa makes shit up. She don't fool us over here. I know she don't fool me.
Mm-mm.
But
Can't fool me at all.
That hoe don't fool me.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's all it is.
Callie a sneaky person. She a sneak her own mama. They just alike. Blue said it. He was like, you and your daughter are just alike. And she'll go crash out for you and do whatever you tell her to without asking no questions.
I told you, Cat. Okay, remember, let's revisit Dre's video. What did Dre say?
He said Callie do the same thing.
He said, Carrie, he said, he named them.
Hmm.
He named the one.
Hmm.
The only one that wasn't named by Dre was Faithful.
Look, he named Callie. He said she does whatever the mama say do whenever she say do because she keeps trying to prove herself and prove her love to the mama. Lou said Callie a crash out for the mama.
Hmm. Blue
That's
said
not
like
cute.
Callie.
Like if you become a wife to another man, I feel like his mother gained the daughter and your family gained the son. Why are you still crashing out? You got a whole family to think about first before you go crash out for your mama now.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But that's all that's how you don't know, like, she done had to live with her dad, she done been in a cult allegedly, all this other stuff, the stuff that she done had to endure, like, she doesn't understand. Do you understand? Like, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
see, y'all think just because a person is of a certain age that they automatically should, be a certain way, and that's just not, you know.
But sis, is she allowed? I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, if Callie allows um protecting her sons, right? She say she protect her sons. She still have a lot of senses, regardless of where she been. She still have a lot of sense of what she be doing. And at the same time, if Callie allowed Carter Daddy to go live there and what he has done, obviously Callie is in her right mind, but at the same time she's not because she's making poor decisions.
Right,
And at the same time she thinks she's making right decisions.
right,
Right?
right. And it still puts poor
But this is
decisions.
my thing. Okay, let's talk about that. If, and I'm not saying he ain't, and I know people say they got the paperwork and all this, but if he did not, he could not be around them kids. If everything was everything. You know what I'm saying? He said he was falsely accused. That's what they say. I don't know. I don't want to put nothing on nobody that they don't deserve. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Well,
I'm gonna
didn't he
say
go to
all that
jail?
is alleged.
Didn't he go to jail? Ain't he?
Huh?
I said, didn't he
I
go
don't
to
think he went
jail?
to jail for that. If he went to
Because
jail for that, he could
don't
not be
look.
living with that lady. Huh?
I get my team on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say I don't want to put nothing on somebody that dated. You know what I'm saying? That's a. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what his true story is. I don't know because I
But that's what
haven't
Dre
really
said
looked
too.
that deep into him.
Dre
So
said it
I
too,
don't
though.
want to say. Huh?
Dre said it too.
Mm-hmm. His record
But
up.
that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the true story is. I don't know. And maybe that's where Man got it from was Dre. I don't know. You
Yeah, I heard
understand
the
what I'm
whole
saying?
family wants to whoop his tail. That's, I got that from Dre. Like the whole family wanted to whoop his ass and this that and the third. So with
Mm-hmm.
Marine and stuff, it's just
But
something.
they pulled everybody else records up, but it looks like some people pull his record up, and he does have that on his record.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't. I'm just saying for the purpose of. I'm just gonna say allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. Okay.
Yeah, say yeah, it's allegedly, but it look like they pulled it up, and that is on. I mean, if they pull everybody else records up, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, I mean, if it is the situation, then you got to tell people. You can't hold
But
that information to yourself.
seem like since she was doing the pancake powder in her face and all of that, and talking about a facial and Journey sitting behind there, and people were saying about him being there. Seemed like they tried to cloud that out. Y'all ain't noticed that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But all I keep saying is, anytime it comes to Krishan, y'all don't cloud nothing out. Y'all just air it out.
Right. It's like, what the hell? But then she had him out there. But see, that's going to be backlash on her if somebody pull out them facts on her. I mean, on that man. That's going to
Maybe
be
that's just
backlash
her,
on
girl.
her.
Right,
You got him playing outside with the neighbors' kids and this, that, and the third, and they don't know.
right.
That's not cool.
That's not cool. Just like Charity be sitting on there and that baby be hungry.
Mm-mm. Whenever you do a such actual act and it was against someone's will, you are now an actual offender
Hmm.
in any state.
Okay. I listen. What did I say? I have to go for the purpose of Auntie MooMoo in the MooMoo room. I have to say all things are alleged, even with
Yeah,
Ricky.
we fell legs. Sis,
Oh
hello.
yeah, we said it last. But I'm
Yeah.
saying though, like you got to register, don't you? Everywhere you go.
Yep.
Mm.
So he should be registered.
Exactly. And so should she.
Have to by law, and if you don't register, they will pick your ass up and you going back to jail.
Exactly.
You have to register. That's by law. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
get away with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
by law, and that's not allegedly. So y'all go pull up section codes in y'all county. A sex offender has to register. For a matter of fact, when they get out of prison,
mm-hmm.
they have to with a parole officer, because a parole officer is prison. A probation officer is if you just go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But when you go to prison, you have a parole officer. Probation and parole is two different things.
Right.
Hey,
But you have to, your parole officer already know, and they're going to make sure that you have already registered wherever you stand, your address. Because if I'm going to tell y'all this, if you go on your computer and if you type in the sex offender in your area and put your zip code, you would be
uh-huh.
so surprised
Mm-hmm.
of how many sex offenders live around you with red dots, because they have to tell their parole officer in the state where they live, and like you literally have to give that address, like it's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's
But
not
see,
allegedly, that's the
but,
truth.
but he ain't. You can tell he ain't registered where she stay at. Cause they in a gated family community. You can't be around kids. You got to be a certain
You are
mile
registered
radius
as a
away from
parent,
children.
you are not supposed to be around no kids.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Mm-hmm.
sex offenders too. The your parole officer actually visit to make sure you live there. And a lot of times, you know how they play the system. We don't know, but they do visits, and they have to make sure that you stay there.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So it's just weird.
And I wish somebody would call me one, and I don't come out and defend myself.
Mm.
I'm just saying. I'm defending. What? Pull the paperwork. I'm gonna go pull my own record for you. Mm-mm.
It's weird.
That's just strange to me.
It's strange. It's very strange. Cause how you parole? Cause obviously he had to be paroled to Carlissa House, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, 9 out of 10 times, they have an ankle monitor. Like they have to be inside the house at a certain time. So Carlissa had to give them that address, and they have to do visits.
That's what I would be thinking.
Right. That's by law. So if they doing other stuff allegedly, that's their business, but that's against the law, allegedly. And that ain't allegedly. That's against the goddamn law.
Mm. Okay. I see what she doing
Hmm.
with the other properties that you keep seeing her stay at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I see
she's
what she
definitely
doing.
doing different properties, and we all seeing it.
Right. And he could be paroled to one of them.
Mm-hmm. Just like
Like,
get out, because Blue, when he get out, he's gonna be paroled out.
mm-hmm.
He's gonna be paroled out.
He's gonna be paroled to his address.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
And might be rolled out with an ankle monitor. They sometimes wear it for 30 days, 6 months, or a year. It depends on the judge. And when you have those ankle monitors, they y'all go read it. When you have ankle monitors on you, you have to be in the house at a certain time. Like you have she don't go in. Like beep 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 beep.
mhm,
Or the ankle monitor says that you cannot drink or you cannot have any kind of substance in your system, and if you try, the machine is gonna go off,
mhm,
and then
mhm.
they're gonna call you
I wonder how the hell they know you had a drink.
because that ankle they have the way they have that ankle monitor to their machines. That's the way they set it up. It's like no alcohol, no drugs, and you have to be in the house at a certain time. But then I'm gonna say this: they give celebrities a benefit of the doubt because they have to be in certain sceneries. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mhm, mhm.
So a lot of those celebrities, um, they stipulation is not like a normal person.
Right, right.
Right. So they may say, hey, I gotta be in Vegas and you know alcohol is gonna be around, or I'm promoting this new drink, right?
Mhm.
And oh, I'm promoting that, so I have to take a drink of that. So my ankle monitor gonna go off. So they not gonna violate you for that. Like it's certain stipulations with certain people, or I have to stay out past 9 o'clock or
Right, right, right.
whatever. Because but you're reporting, they already know what's going on. But a regular person
Mhm.
that ain't got no damn money, you gotta make sure. Like even in your hair, like when you brushing your teeth, like you can't even gargle with mouthwash with alcohol in it. Everything have to be non-based alcohol.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do they figure that out? Like, it's something must
Because
be.
they have that shit set up. That's just what society is. It's that damn ankle monitor will go off. I'm telling you. If
People used to tell me it burn their leg or
it
start
will
heating up and burn
no,
their
it's
leg.
gonna start DDD because you have like this monitor with it. And if they have you set up that you can't use alcohol, period, because they think you drinking, um,
Mhm.
you cannot use alcohol that's in mouthwash. Because you know, when you wash your hair, all that stuff can be alcohol based. Everything has to be non-alcohol based, or your ankle monitor gonna go off.
Right, right, right.
And I know you like how they have that set up, but that's some shit they have set up. It's real. And I
That's
wish that
crazy.
people can come on here and talk about it that has been through that. Cause that shit is real.
Me and my brother had went through it. And all I think I know was he couldn't drink, he couldn't smoke, he couldn't do nothing. They knew when he did anything. They listen. They can hear on it. They can hear
I don't know
everything
about the
you.
part hearing on it, but I know that it detects in your skin because it goes through your bloodstream and then it comes in your skin and it detecting on that monitor.
Oh yeah, they can hear on it. They heard everything he was doing. That's why he got in trouble with his parole officer. I said, "Wow, it is different being on parole." hmm And it depends on what type of
No, it's
parole you're
not
on.
different being on parole because my child father came home on parole and he had that shit. So it, no, it's not different than
No, I
probation.
mean, like you parole versus probation, it's a lot different. Like,
No, it's a lot different because they more lenient, but it doesn't mean nothing
hmm
about that ankle monitor because he came home on parole and he had stipulations like that.
hmm
And he had hard stipulations.
yeah, and it's crazy, but it's like, damn, they can hear you
I
on the
didn't know they can hear you. Now that's some
mhm.
shit.
On the probation one, they can't hear you. On the parole one, they can hear you. That's the difference. I
Oh
said, oh
wow,
wow.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And they must have heard us through the whole getting down.
Mm. Yeah, they look. They listen. They're
But
not
they never
supposed to.
violated him on it, so I guess they didn't care. I guess they was just listening.
Mm-hmm. They wanted to hear if he was out there talking to anybody.
Mm.
It's like I figure those are for like the drug dealers, the gang members, people that's repeat
Okay.
offenders.
But if they hear you just doing your thing and spending time, you
They
think they
ain't
was
gonna
honest
listen
and
to
just
you.
turned it off like, oh, he
Yeah,
just
they ain't gonna listen to you past a
yeah.
certain point. If you sound
I'm
like
like,
you
wait
at
a
home,
minute, you
they
violating my
going
privacy.
right. If you at home, they just gonna leave you at home. If you sound like you chilling, listening to TV, they leave it alone.
I didn't know that.
But
Wow.
they got a department strictly to scan those to listen,
Hmm.
to see if they hear anything. So I'm pretty sure they didn't heard a lot of people getting down.
So that's just like say you get 5 years, right?
hmm
But they give you 2 years of probation, right?
hmm
And you gotta finish that three. They give you a free world. That's why people are saying, don't. You need to just if they say, hey, I'm gonna give you a year and a half in jail and let it go, but I'll give you 5 years of probation, right?
hmm
And a lot of people file done for it because you want to be free. And they already know you're gonna fuck up and you're gonna come back. But a lot of people don't, and a lot of people do. Some people can make it.
Right.
So,
I feel
right.
you should be able to make it.
So you violated your probation,
Right. I
right?
should be able to make it on probation or
Right.
parole when you
You
get out in that
violated
sense.
and you
hmm
got to go sit down. So you violated. So when if they tell you all the time when you violated, you have to go do the whole 5 years that they sentenced you to, right?
Damn.
Especially if it's an ad case.
Right. Right. Right.
That because that's like what 75, 90% of
hmm
the
hmm
yeah. So but so they give you a chance, you go in there, you doing the right things, you're doing the program, so they let you out. But they let you out, but you still have that's like blue, right?
And charity.
Right. But you still in charity, but you still have you didn't do the whole 5 years in jail
Right.
that your original charge was.
hmm
So you in there doing the programs and you doing what you need to do to get out. So you did what? What is going on 3 years?
hmm
And then that's like, but if you mess up, you still, that's the thing that I don't like about probation. Because even though you mess up, you could still violate and go back and do the whole years.
Right. Right. Right.
That's why people say sit your time out, just sit it out.
But some people can't. They got houses, life, jobs, family. But even if you in that situation, you should sit your ass down somewhere because you got something to lose. You ain't got a point to prove. You got something to
That's like
lose.
if they give you got probation for it because it's people that had it.
Mm-hmm.
20 years.
Oh shit.
And if we let you out of here, you got to do right by all these years.
Okay,
That's
I'll
so
try
hard.
my
That means you
hardest.
can't do shit. That means you got to walk like, white on rice.
I'll try my hardest. As long as I'm free for however long I'm free for, that's cool. Because it seemed like I was getting that 20 regardless,
Right.
or at
Because
least
that means when you
15.
come back here, you going to have to do this whole 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's a stipulation to probation.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Now, that
Yeah.
parole stuff, since Blue been in there, I'm not sure. Like, if he got to come out. Um, because people say he coming out what, and what they say July, and then some people say December, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how that shit work with Blue.
I mean, I ain't seen nobody change no dates. I ain't no dates have changed. Nobody said he went to court. We just hearing him said a bunch of crap to some side chicks. And Krishan said he was getting out in July. And we know, I don't know what she know, but
Mm-hmm.
the system will at least say he went to court.
Days. Who said 100 and some days?
Huh?
Somebody said 100 and what? Some days he getting out, and then Krishan said something different, and then Papa Blue was saying something different. Like,
Baba Blue said July 29th.
oh, okay.
And Krishan said August.
And but then some people said December, right?
Right, because that's the original date
Mm-hmm.
for him to go before the parole board. See, we see the date and we be like, okay, this is the day he getting out. No, this is the day he go before the parole board. They have to make that decision on him getting out.
Mm-hmm.
We see December 25th. That's when he go ask him, can I please go home? I'm a better guy now. I'm this, I'm that. I got my kids. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And he thinking 9 times out of 10, they going to say, yeah. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, just to prove a point to you.
Oh.
They'll say no for 30 days and bring you right back to court and then tell you, yeah. hmm Or they'll tell you, we'll meet back up in 90 days and see where you at.
Mm.
And you're like, oh, okay,
Well,
okay, okay.
now one thing I can say, he's actually quiet. He's quiet. She's quiet.
hmm
So that means they really don't know when Blue is getting out. They just trolling and saying some bullshit, right?
No, unless he went to the parole board and the system just ain't updated it, but I wouldn't see why they haven't.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, he took his classes, like you take all those different classes in there to give you free of your time. And then you go talk to the parole board and be like, I want to go home to my kids. And you know how they say that I learned my lesson and
Mm-mm.
right.
But if he don't, his mama that's gonna mess it up for him. She's not. I, she's the one that's trying to mess it up for him because she wants it her way. She wants to
Mm-hmm.
control. She wants to be able to control him.
Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, Annie June.
Well, Vanessa said 120 days, July 2025. He did not go Las Vegas, Nevada. They said that he didn't got to go to Las Vegas, right?
He don't got to. His probation is being ran concurrently in LA.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
I
said.
know I'm about with you. I got my earpiece in, so you might not can hear me that good. That's why I'm not saying a lot, but I'm here.
Hmm.
Yes, we can barely hear
I
you.
know we can't hear you. You sound far away,
Yeah,
Annie.
You sound real far away.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So
That's what I'm thinking.
so Blue can just like out of nowhere. So he
Out of
so
nowhere, he can get out, and out of nowhere, and out of, you know what I'm saying?
like out of nowhere, like, but he has to go before the parole board, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because people got to understand this. People think Blue just gonna get out because
Mm-mm.
he's famous or whatever. So let's make this loud and clear. So he literally has to go before the parole board and he has to explain to them what he has done. Well, they already gonna see what he did in jail, like to get some time out. But then he has to talk to them like normal people to consider him getting out of jail, right?
Eligible for parole, yes.
Right. Okay. He can't
Mm-hmm.
just walk because people think Blue just gonna walk out of jail.
No, when if it's a release date put out, then that says he didn't went to court. He didn't talk to the board. Like only thing they waiting on him to do, if he's doing classes, only thing they waiting on him to do is finish the classes. Then he would go before the board.
So why would he tell Krishan when she was over there with the Satan or whatever riding the horses and say, I got good news.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm getting out soon.
Okay. Or they I don't know
Cause
what
that's
he.
confusing to people. Cause you making people
Because
think that you
they have
actually have a date to get out. Huh?
no, they have a counselor, and the counselor, like they do be knowing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they have like a representative that goes, you know what I'm saying, and get their time reduced, get different stuff done for them, and based upon how much of the program that he got done will be would say what he's eligible for.
Cause he making them seem like
Like
they
say
so
for instance, he did a
convinced.
program. No, if he say for instance he did a program and the program will say, okay, once you finish this program, you got 90 days off your sentence. You know what I'm saying? Once you finish this, you got 6 months off your sentence. Once you finish, so all that begin to add up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
usually how that.
All
Um,
right.
cause they like they trying to tell the world like they so convinced that he about to come home. Like they just know a release date. And I think that's confusing everybody.
I think
Well,
if
and
he
it
did, he
of
probably it
how
might
to
be.
convince. Yeah, they might be convinced because of whatever he's doing in there to get his time reduced.
Right.
And
Like, oh hey,
also,
I'm coming home soon. But damn, they acting like he coming home tomorrow.
Oh no.
Like, stop acting like that. Oh, he coming home tomorrow. Oh, I'm getting the house ready. Like they acting like he coming home like next week. And it could be 3 months from now because he don't really know the date, right?
No, they tell you the date when you get released. Well, from what I heard from a couple of people when they got released from, I mean, when they said when the board said that they can go home, they was released within the next week or two.
Hmm.
That's just from the people that I know
So
that been in the
you
prison.
saying that he already been in front of the board? It's what that's what has he already been in front of the board?
If that's what he called and told her a date, a release date, then yeah, he already been in front of the board. Or he could have got or he could have basically when people get a court date, he could say, "Oh yeah, I got a court date for June 20th to go before the board." So you gonna claim it that you going home?
Right, because when he told her, "I got good news, I'm coming home," he act like he had already been in front of the board, and the way
Mm-hmm.
they acting is if he already know what his release date is. Is what I'm saying.
No, he might or he might not. Wait, let's see who this is. Who is that? Hey, Annie June.
Hey y'all. Hey. When my
Um,
son was locked up, your caseworker let you know way before your release date. when he was locked up, like you have to talk to the caseworker. They point them a caseworker for each zone. Each person have a caseworker depending on they
Right.
they crime. Yeah, the caseworker be at the facility. They
Mm-hmm.
appoint you different caseworkers. So your caseworker will be your representative. Like if I had to call and talk about my son health or anything that was going on with him inside there, I had to talk to his caseworker. The caseworker be your representative. So the caseworker, they've been already gave information to the caseworker, and the caseworker give to them, and they mark it. And that's when they be knowing like 3 months and 2 months ahead of time when their release dates is. They be knowing a long time before their release date. Because I knew my son release date like way before he got released. And that morning, when they said they was gonna let him out, they emailed me. The caseworker emailed me that night. Make sure I was on the highway to be down there and pick him up. They let him out the door at the exact time. They said he coming out. They said if we coming out at 9, he coming out that door at 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So they appoint them a caseworker.
Right.
That's why they be getting on some of these facilities and institutions not right. They don't care about these people. You got to make sure you call because the caseworker right with MDA OC, but they be like state board representatives. Like they be from the state.
That's what I
So
was saying. I think like maybe like he would have one from the state, but then
yeah,
too
they have a caseworker from
he
the
will
state.
have. Yeah, his class. Everybody was saying the classes wasn't done. That was some rumors we were hearing. But then when we heard him and Krishan actually have communication, he gave her actual time that he was coming home. He said July. She said July. That's what she repeated. What he told her. Then it changed from July to August.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did he go? Like, what was the miscommunication there?
Yeah,
Was
the
you speaking
caseworker
things
gonna make
into
sure his
existence?
behavior good, any type of incident report on him, any medical reports on him. Gonna make
Right.
sure like is he on good behavior. His caseworker keep up with all that.
So, but I'm saying like, so I wonder what was the miscommunication? Did was the class is not done in a certain manner of time, so it moved from July to August.
Yeah, if that's all up on the caseworker, his representative, and the caseworker called talking to his the parole or the parole board about it, or the institution about it. The caseworker, she's going to make sure if he in the program, he gonna have to get it done before he leaves.
Um, yeah, no, you have to get that done before you leave. Like the classes, everything situated, you got to get done before you leave.
Yeah,
And he kept getting in trouble in there, so ain't no telling with him. I'm
Mhm.
hoping when he come out, he turn over a new leaf. But
Right.
I'm kind of hating to see him come home. The only reason why I ain't hating to see him come home is for Javon and Journey. But other than that, I don't give a crap. And baby Krishan. But other than that, I don't give a crap. And she been daddy and mama to him. So
Stop it.
for real, she been daddy and mama to baby Krishan. She
That's
teach him how
true.
to fight better than his
And
daddy.
then we also have to understand our level of what we was conviction of, like what the different levels of what your charges was and what my charges was.
Right.
So his charges can be completed from whatever your son charges was.
yeah, he can
So
have like a felony 1 or a felony 2,
yeah, it's like
or
different charges.
yeah,
The point
but
system.
he still is he commissioned to appointed to caseworker. It
Right,
don't
right.
matter what they charge you. That caseworker, like that caseworker can like only talk to people specifically that he put on there for him to talk to. Like for her to talk to, she can't. She ain't. She like if us average random people just call and try to talk to her and find out who she is. She can't. Say it's who he tell her to talk to. Like if she just got him communicating with his lawyer and his lawyer telling him information and she knows she communicating with him because the caseworker is going to communicate with him as well. She gonna keep in what he doing, what happened, even if he have an incident, she's going to, and they put him in lockdown. Down. She the only one still could go see him in lockdown and see how what had occurred of the incident because they got to write down the incident report and what happened. So she the only one that can represent him, and everybody can't talk to her until unless he tell them to. Like if he tell him not to talk to my mom, the caseworker's not gonna talk to his mom.
So
It don't
basically,
who he put
like,
down, for the caseworker to talk to.
because it's only one parole officer for a certain amount of people. Let's just say 100 people. It's one parole officer for 100 and some people. We know they got more people than that, so they need some little worker bees. And
Yes,
they need
see,
little
you
worker
being
bees
parole officer.
right. They
Your
need a little
parole
case. They
officer.
need the case workers. What they call them, case
Yeah,
managers,
they need
case
a
workers.
caseworker as well. Yeah, if
Yeah,
you a parole officer, then you have your appointed caseworker. Your caseworker works inside the institution. She's
yeah,
not only a caseworker for you, she probably a caseworker for a couple more inmates in there too as well. But
exactly.
your
But she gonna speak. But when your lawyer or whoever attorney is not able to speak to you, she will go reach out to him on your
mm-hmm.
behalf when
On her behalf,
during hours you can't.
she represents you.
Yeah, she represents you when you can't represent yourself. Like if you in a hole, you can't talk to him, X, Y, and Z.
Right.
She'll go out there and talk to him for you. So that saves him some time. That's why I say they just little worker
Yeah,
bees for the
yeah.
Mhm.
attorney or whoever, parole officer.
Yeah.
They're basically just the parole officer little worker bees. They do everything that the parole officer is supposed to do. They'll go do it and make them look good.
Right.
But I'm
Sorry
gonna
if
tell y'all one
anybody a
thing that
parole
I
officer
know. There one thing I
listening.
know, and it happened to me, happened to my son. I like one thing I know. A PO officer, they don't want you to come back and be habitual. They want you to get right and get on your feet. They don't want you to be habitual. That's why the PO and the police officer stuff with the city law enforcement, they don't get along.
That's why I was
Federal and
surprised that he
state,
got
yeah, they
approved.
don't get along because they
That's
don't
why I was
want you to
surprised that
get
they
your
got
feet turned back
approved.
to the system.
That's why I said I was surprised he got approved the first go around. Because normally they tell you no just so you don't be a repeat. You know what I'm
That's how
saying?
y'all may repeat. They'll do everything to help you.
That's why
They
and
gonna
what
see
was
how
so
your mental
different. You
is.
know what I mean?
Because he must got that celebrity
That's
privilege.
what I said.
Yeah,
The celebrities have something different than normal people.
but
Hmm.
like if he got anger management, if he got
Hold on,
anger
y'all. I'll be
problems,
right back.
if got anger problems, Sis Jewel, if they got anger problems, they'll send him to they'll spend his time more. Send him to like anger management section and stuff like that. You know
Mhm.
how yeah. If that parole, I mean if that caseworker peep out, that okay, this your problem, this why the incident occurred, because you got anger problems, they'll
Mhm.
send him to classes for that too. And that'll extend his time a little more if he, till
That's
he
why I'm like,
resolve his
well,
anger
why are
issue.
they more lenient on celebrities than a regular person? Because if a regular person get caught in the system, they got to do that time. But a celebrity like that, I'm not saying all of them, just saying, why do they can? How come Blue can just come out like that? It's weird.
It weird, but in a way, like even with regular people, the caseworker and the PO that my son had, they really want to help him. They get they do they really try to help him. And
Mhm.
I
Yeah, you know they say you get some good people. You know how they say you get
you get some
appointed
good
court
people on the phone.
lawyers, and you know how people say don't get appointed lawyer from the court, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you get good ones. You really do. And then
They
you get bad ones, but you get some good ones. Be like, no, I'm not letting this person go down like this. So it's like rolling dice. Y'all don't think so? It's like you just rolling dice. Like I don't know. It's just
but
weird.
you got to show them that you don't. You got to show them progression, some type of standard every time you meet with them. When you know you gonna know when you gonna have a set appointed date to meet with your caseworker and
Mhm.
your PO. And every time you come back, they want to see progress.
Mhm.
They do.
Mm. And then you sit back and you watch all these high profile cases, if you sit back and watch them all, like some of them pay so much money to these lawyers and how you said caseworkers and all of that, and they lose. And then you have some that pay a lot of money, the same money, and they win.
Yeah, that's what I said about NBA Youngboy, and I like that little boy because, like I said, why I like him is because he was the only person to come out before he even got caught and said when they got all the drugs out of the house, he said I bought them out for me, but he said I told my mama, I told everybody around me, I told my godmama, told everybody around me, I need some help. He said I need to go to rehab. That before they locked this child up. Too many people do not admit today, they're bruising something like that and cry and say, okay, go put me in. I want to be in the mental institution. That child said he wanted to be there in a rehab facility before we even went to court. And
Mm,
that what his lawyer was really trying to fight for. Y'all don't see he don't need to be locked down. Y'all see he need rehabilitation. He really need to get detox. He need this substance out of his system. He need to get away
uh,
from being able to get this stuff.
I be trying to understand this type of stuff because I'm trying to understand how Blue could just, it's just weird to me, you know?
Yep. You don't
But
have a
they
lot of
gonna leave
people that
Krishan
sit there and
alone.
say, yeah, admit that they got a problem, they don't did something.
Hmm.
Every time they ain't did it, they ain't got no problem. You don't have too many people that admit that they got a problem. That's why NBA young boy music, it brought a lot of young dudes out, had them acting crazy, but when that child cried for help before they locked him up,
Hmm.
that was, yeah, he was weak. He couldn't walk. He could barely stand up. He said, "Give me
Hmm.
some help."
Hmm. That's so sad.
Yeah, he was crying for help. He was crying
Crying
for
for
help.
help. Crying for help. What you say when I yes, let's play it. Okay. Sis gonna play Sis gonna play the
About head skittle. She's not like he's actually kind of about head skittle.
and I guess nephew he'll come right back. So we gotta stop it and pause it. Go ahead, sis, and play it. Yeah, so we about to listen to this. Cause we in the section.
I want it. I want it. I've been waiting on Aunt Moo to go live because I want to hear her take. Everybody take different, but I know
I know,
how
I
she.
heard you at
I know the reference of her. How she. I know she know the exact root of
yeah,
what.
wait, yes. I done
Yes.
heard everybody talk about it, and my head has just been spinning and spinning and spinning. Go ahead, sis, and play it.
Searching this
Nephew,
week.
sis is about to play
I would
this.
like to hop on here and hold
Um,
my own self accountable. I don't need no help. But I want to apologize to all my grandchildren that I have said anything ugly or disrespectful about, especially the baby, Krishan Jr. There is absolutely no excuse that's going to suffice. But I realized through a lot of soul searching this week that hurt people really do hurt people. And because I'm hurting because of all the stuff that's being said about my kids or, surrounding my kids, I felt like I should hurt everybody else the way that I'm hurting. And there's no excuse and that's unacceptable. So I do personally want to She said, I hope Krishan thinks about this. You're not cool. Girl, I don't give a fuck what her or you think, okay? I got something for you to suck. Here. Come here. Come here, little girl. Come here, little girl.
so I don't know what's going on. Sis, what happened? I don't know what's going on. Sis, what happened?
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna say that right there trigger her, and I feel like she really like girls.
So the first thing that sis put on there, was that something she came back? Because I'm not understanding what's going on. I know that the thing that's been going viral. So the first one, did she come back after this?
No, that was before.
Oh,
She
okay.
ain't came back and said nothing. That was way before. That was about a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, okay. I figured. I was like, wait a minute, did she come back and say something different? To come back and say what she did, right?
That lady is evil. That lady is a being, not even a being. She a
She's
blip
very evil.
of darkness.
I'm
Period.
so tired of all of them.
Only reason she did that lie last night to me is my take on it. It was set up by her and Jayden. It was set up off of lies. It was set up to trigger Krishan. It was set up just to pick and mock. Blue had called him.
Oh,
Blue
okay.
went talking to him. It was just a pick. Carissa set that up. Called Jake over there to set Krishan up to do that. She got mad when it went sour. When somebody said, "Oh, you talking to Edge, Edge and man, mama," just to for them to stop playing the mind, stop playing the game. They
So,
lied last night to me was a game because Jane cried because Jane seen that Blue back following Krishan and they met up and they decided to set that live up and tell all them lies. The whole lie was fraudulent. The whole lies were fake. The whole lie was.
the whole life. So sis said, remember she apologized. Now, once Krishan apologized, now they say she was fake. Mm.
Yeah. That whole lie she did last night, everything about that lie fake. Everything in it, everything about it. That was the whole setup. Blue, they haven't talked to Blue. Blue haven't told her that his Instagram was hacked. None of that. That's all was to trigger Krishan. The whole lie was out of spiteful and pettiness. She
Hmm.
blaming Krishan for Blue following her and start picking with her. Her and Jaden. That's what they do. They're bullies. The whole lie was fraudulent to me. When nothing in that lie true. Blue haven't talked to them. Blue hadn't talked to them at all. I knew that when she kept saying, "That's him calling." Oh, she ran up and tried to wear the bra off and all that. She kept saying it. She wanted to be messy, and there wasn't nothing that going on. There was a whole lot to pick with that girl.
Let me see what sis say. I'm here, everyone. I've been dragged into the movie with the boys.
Yeah,
Okay,
she said,
good. Enjoy the movie. We hear you. I'm trying to find out where nephew is at. I'm telling him to bring his ass back. For
yeah,
real.
she said it was fake. Auntie MooMoo. Yeah, she said it was fake. Krishan probably was fake. But she a whole fake person. That woman is so fake and evil.
Yes, my whole take on the whole thing with Carlissa with this, when Krishan apologized, Lil June, when it was like what, a week ago? Maybe like a week ago, right?
Yeah,
When Krishan came on there and said she wants to send out her apology to Carlissa and Jaden. Like what, like a week ago?
yeah. It's been about going on a week now.
Yeah. So my whole take on this is Krishan was only apologizing that she want better with them, with the kids.
With the kid.
With the
That's all.
kids. Like, I don't, my take on it, honestly, I'm in the streets, I'm listening to everybody or whatever. Only a couple people I agree with. But Krishan came on here, I'm saying what I see. because I'm one of her, that's my spiritual daughter, and that's literally my spiritual daughter. And I'm gonna say it, and I don't give a damn who don't like it. But my thing is, my recap on this, her thing was, it was about the kids. Like, let's make it right about the
About
kids.
the kids. You're right.
I
I
don't
agree with
see
you.
that. I'm trying to make it right with you, Carlissa. I'm trying to make it right with you, Jaden. But we should make it right because you is my child's grandmother, right? And Jaden, you are my child's sibling's mother. So we have to make this work. Like, put all the fluckery and all the bullshit to the side, and let's come together and make it work. Like, I'm on a whole different journey in my life. I don't care about that bullshit no more. I'm not the Krishan from Baddies. I'm not from the Krishan that I'll pop you in your mouth. I am a newborn girl. Like, it's different. And I need y'all to see this. And it's not about me no more. Cause hey, let's not, because I might steal, you know what I mean? You know,
Mm-hmm.
people say, don't try Jesus. I mean, don't try me, but try
Try
Jesus.
Jesus. Yep.
But
Yep.
at the same time, I have a child now. You know, when we have kids, our whole summer, our whole heart, our whole world change with our children.
Yep. Supposed
That
to.
it does with all of us. We're not the same person. And I just see that Krishan just trying to make it right. Because look, I'm on a whole different path right now. I don't I don't want all of this. But I want my child to know his siblings.
That's what I took on it too. And I want to read Auntie MooMoo comment. Auntie MooMoo said these three witches come was together. They always get together before Christian has a point of a performance. Yep, Auntie Mumu right. And she said, you see them at the church. She couldn't even worship right. You is so right, Jules, and I'm going to agree with you, concord, because that was my take on why Christian said it too as well. It wasn't nothing the person that taught us really hard shape. It to me, it was all in best interest of the kids, and that's the way I thought it was. That's the way I took it too, and they taking it to a whole nother level. She wanted to make it right for the kids. That's all it was. Not really about them. And the way they did yesterday when Blueface followed her and they start picking with her and trolling her. Last night, the whole lie was fraudulent. Everything on there was fake. Everything she was saying was a lie. It was to troll Kashawn because Blueface followed her. That upsetting Jake. See, you didn't see her in the live, and anybody know in live or notice real well. I can't say you didn't see it not, but if you notice, Carlissa kept trying to kiss Jaden behind. That's why Jaden got that entitlement. Because Carlissa kissed Jaden and she kissed her butt. She kissed her butt. Jaden feel like everybody's supposed to kiss her butt because Carlissa do it. Carlissa put that battery in Jaden back. She does that. She kept complimenting her. And when Jaden didn't get her the response that she wanted, when she wanted Jaden to give her negative feedback, and I was like, I seen all that. I seen all that when I first seen the live this morning. And I seen it this morning on somebody's page, bushwashing. Then I seen it this evening on another blog page, another content creator page. I knew then what it was when I seen it. I said, oh, that's phony. This all phony. You got to validate Jane. She insecure. You got to validate her. And she kissed her butt. That hour was a setup. And that's why they get together. Jane don't like Carlissa. Carlissa don't like Jane. They get together to troll Kashawn. Anything that involves Blueface. Because Jane at first didn't even know where Carlissa was going with it. She was thrown off at first. But then she went on ahead and went with it. Carlissa probably like follow my lead. That's what all it was. Carissa is a wicked woman. That right there, I have nothing for that lady. The lady's so wicked. I told you, I make me dizzy when I just think about and watch her and stuff because the spirit. I try not to get into her energy. I try not to get into her spirit. And reading people with dark energy, that would drain you. That would give you a headache. Hello? Oh, hello, Dre. Anybody on here? But that's why I took off of that. That was a whole trolling. Anybody believe that lie was any part in it was Blueface talked to them and all that stuff. Don't believe none of it. The whole lie was a setup. Like she was trying to script it, like I'll produce or something. The whole lie was script. It was just made up to troll Kashawn. Yeah, man. Yeah, I wanted to hear your take on it, Auntie MooMoo, because that is that woman is horrible. That's a horrible demonic demon. She's a demon, a witch. She's horrible. Calissa would do anything. She would do anything, y'all. That's how so demonic she is. She'll do anything. And I can't say that about everybody change once they have kids. Cause look at this woman. This woman kids are grown. This woman still act like she want to be young. This woman have a mind of a 12-year-old. Narcissist does that. Narcissist have a mind of a adolescent. So every woman that have kids is not evolved. They're not mature. They're childish. And that's how people trick you. Like people trick you like that. Carlissa tricks people. Carlissa, the devil, she tricks people. The Bible said the devil is crafty. That whole life was a whole trick. That whole life was a whole trick. She just cannot be genuine. She cannot accept the truth. She cannot be an honest person. People just got to understand that. Carlissa would never change. She's uncontrollable. She's undisciplined. She's immature. She'll never change.
You know what she wants, y'all. I don't know. Come now. Sorry to have to catch you next to what this slow. Hey, buddy. What you doing here? I live here. Her neighbors. So, if yeah. They don't come down, I'll do that after the meeting. I'm going to give them a box. The waves was crazy today.
Okay, Anthony.
Here, but
That's why I didn't want people to be confused or what I'm saying what she was doing in live and why she just wanted to troll. The whole thing was a setup. Her and Jaden was very childish. The peasants. I can't stand them. I don't like pictures. And I hope Kashawn did not believe that live at all. Nothing about that lie was real.
I was tripping on her making up stuff, trying to be funny. And I really know.
And y'all, it's people really out here nowadays. Like they get more and more evil by the day. Their dark energy expanding. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the alienating, just expanding, just dark energy everywhere. So I hate to get off and read on dark energy, but it makes my hair hurt, makes me dizzy. I have to pray it. But if she listening, cause she always be in Auntie MooMoo book, she's watching. Carlissa, I know that lie was phony. I know it was everything about it was fraud. I know it was set up. You can get past everybody, but you cannot get past those that God said that are chosen, that real got prophet gift. You can't prophetic gift. You can't get past us. You need to cut your mess out. When I expose you on that, and you can be mad, you can do whatever you want to do, but you know what? You can't touch God anointed. So I don't worry about you. You can't do nothing to me. You can't conjure up nothing. You can't summon up nothing. But that lie been exposed. Not real. No, Jews, I was up there. But if you feel that way, and she liked to be like, she liked it that Krishan should have never said nothing to her. Because she now she's being, you know what I'm saying, doing lies and want her name and her lies out there on all the pages and stuff. She want people to share her stuff to, you know what I'm saying, so they can be sharing her and it's having her out here for attention. She don't care if it's bad. She don't care. She don't care.
That's never gonna work. You might as well give him a mood ring. That collar tells us exactly where he is all
Yes, you know her lives gonna be shared on T pages and stuff like that. So she wants exposure. So she don't care if it's good or bad.
I'm about to whip your ass today, Faith.
I was gonna take you down. I was too mad. I got a lot of built up pressure.
I was about to put the minister down. Girl, you tried to swing on me.
No, I had self-control.
You swung 3 times.
No, I did not. I had
Absolutely.
self-control.
I'm going to ask your husband to remind you. You swung
I
on me
had
3 times.
self-control.
I told my husband, I said, if he swing one more time, I'm going to beat up motherfucker.
I had time to think about my decision. I don't know if you saw me thinking.
And action. And how did you feel about that apology, Jaden? Did you feel like it was sincere, or did you feel like we need another one?
I don't want anything else.
We need another one.
Everything, and
I think we need one every week for 2 years, just to make up. It's like, I'm kidding. But y'all can go find out what we talking about on the 6 Out Network, the Family Network.
Y'all have 10 seconds to get what the fuck you want. Go. 9, 8. Why would they go down the alcohol? 7, 6. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2. 2 again. 2 3/4. Hurry. Go. All right, time's up.
I'll go all of these.
Sis, what happened? I don't even know what happened. I'm lost. I'm so doggone lost on this whole thing. Nephew, what happened? Hello?
This is never gonna work. Normal. They look like a bunch of Slim Jims with googly eyes. No.
Oh, that was on her story today. Auntie MooMoo, do you feel like she
Wait a
did
minute.
you feel like that was
Lost.
$50
Hold
worth
on.
of snack?
I'm lost. Wait a minute. I'm lost. Sis, can you tell me what's going on? Mm. Go ahead, LaJune. I don't know what's going on.
I was just calling out a lie, just debunking the lie that I seen the kids snacks and they didn't have $50 worth of snacks. There was another lie caller said in the lie.
I'm reading it in the comments. Jada took the kids to the store and was cursing like a seller. She was.
Jane, disgusting individual. She just is disgusting, horrible, miserable person. She bitter. She's so bitter, it's just pathetic. And she gonna be like that because Krishan Jr. Krishan Jr.'s here. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because I'm lost. I don't know what's going on, and you not saying nothing. Oh, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what is going on? Oh, okay.
waiting for the other ball to drop. Okay, and now she has dropped the other ball. Like she's still gonna do her. She's still gonna use the situation, the family, everything for profit. That's just what we can expect nothing from her. Okay. Then I played. Then I played a piece of her last night live where she was exposing herself, showing her boobs on Instagram Live, which I don't understand how she didn't get banned from Instagram Live for showing her boobs. Okay, this shows me again that she be crashing out, that she be having issues. Also, I played her live her story from today when she she was had Jaded was taking the kids on that she was but she was cussing. She was just like very inappropriate. Do you understand what I'm saying? And we all know that it shows what I was trying to show you guys was the fact that she does everything for that damn show. Everything is for the show. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's real with fake with this whole because everything is for show. So that's what I was showing. That's what I was showing. Any questions? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. What's your take on why she did the live last night? That's why I wanted to ask you.
I just think she because Krishan's quiet and Janice is quiet, and I don't feel like she's hearing from Janice, and I don't think she's quiet. You know what I'm saying? He's not communicating. He's not saying anything. So therefore, she just wants to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And I
Sis,
think
we can barely hear you. I mean, we can kind of hear you a little bit, but honestly, we can barely hear you.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, we can
You
barely hear
probably
you. But we hear what you're saying because
uh,
people think the same way, but we can barely hear you.
um,
And I know you in the movie theater, right?
and
Yeah, so and I don't
hold
want you to get up
on. Let
I
me
don't want
put
you to get
y'all
up from the
together.
movies. Huh?
So can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear you
ma'am.
now.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Okay. But when I go back in the theater, I'm gonna have to put my earphones back in. But uh, I just feel like she does everything for attention. She's just an attention seeking whore. That's what she is. I said it. I ain't taking it back. And who gonna check me, boo? Okay. I feel like bald headed
Right.
Skittle is just looking for attention. Oh, I also made the point the fact that I wrote in the thing that do y'all notice when they get together, when they conspire, it's always around the time that Krishan has something going on. Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's a she's dropping
Anything
something
great.
or
Right.
anything
Mm-hmm.
that she got going on, then there you will see Faith, Bree, and Carlissa coming together. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm. The same thing with
I don't
Yahweh.
know.
She was dropping
And the,
Yahweh. They did the same
yep,
thing.
and then on Sunday she was supposed to have that performance.
And she didn't.
They were supposed to
Mm-hmm.
perform another song on Sunday and stuff. So therefore, it seems like they always get together. Then you sitting up here going to church, baby. You didn't have, baby. I don't care that you was not worshiping. You just was looking over in the camera,
Mm-hmm.
baby. That
That
didn't
part.
have nothing to do with the Lord. I'm sorry, I said it, and who gonna check me? Okay, so it's just a lot that goes on with her that I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna
You know it's
keep
risky. You
holding her
know it's
feet
We
to the
risky.
damn
see it.
fire.
We all see it. Every time Krishan trying to do something, they always come with this nonsense. Just like when she showed that when her and Blue supposed to be married, And then she said, what she said the next Sunday, watch live Yahweh on the thing. And people like, what? And what was Carlissa doing between that whole time before that Sunday came?
Trying
She
to
was
catch the
losing it.
fire.
She was
Mm-hmm.
falling out. She was losing it. The
Mm-hmm.
That
same
what you
thing.
know. That what I read a scripture. I read a scripture, and I like to go right back and read because people, y'all know me how I am spiritually, and I already know where coalition and where it connect. And I was reading the scripture, and I went back and read it again. It always jealousy before becoming a witch. Witch jealousy is is the format of becoming a witch. The witches always be in cult. They always be in cult, and they get readers on you
Mm-hmm.
and everything. So that's what I was saying about last night. That all was a setup. That was a set. That whole live and everything was a setup. Then Jake went along with it, and Jake is so evil, and she knew Carlos was lying. She went along with it, and Carlos set up there, Jake, and you broke off the engagement. No, Blue broke off the engagement.
Mm.
It was just, it was just,
The engagement
screaming.
wasn't even real, though.
Mm-hmm.
The damage wasn't even
The
real.
engagement wasn't even real. So nobody really broke off the engagement because the engagement wasn't even
It wasn't
real.
even real. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the whole lie was for a distraction and to troll. You got to understand how, like, Auntie MooMoo, we said, like, we got to understand really how Jezebel spirit and witches operate. They always conspiring. They always plotting, but they go to running pack, and it be at your top peak right when God is exalting you and blessing you and moving you up higher. The witches are coming in with warfare. All that whole life. And I'm like I said, she stay in Auntie MooMoo bushes. We expose you. The whole life, because we know was fraudulent. Pack it up. And I don't know why people over there that can be on her live want don't want to import her. Y'all know y'all say people that call Krishan supporters, she called them blocked. So they would have reported it when she showed up, when she flashed, because that was, that's inappropriate for Instagram. I guess they're inappropriate for YouTube and everything, y'all. I don't know. Y'all know I don't have an Instagram. I don't know why they don't report her.
Okay,
Because
so
go back into the movies.
I'm gonna, because nephew hasn't came back yet.
And I
So
can't control.
I
I
am
can't pull
going,
people up or drop them down. Only nephew can. So
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to restart. I'm gonna do a late night when I get out the movie.
Okay.
Because I got a few things I need to show, and I can't show it because I'm not on the device to show it. Okay. So I'm gonna, and like I said, I thought we were going to the store, and we ended up at the movie theater. So they tricked me good.
okay, so go watch the movies and
So I'm gonna go watch the movies with the boys, and then
Joy.
we'll be back. Okay. I
Okay.
love y'all. Thank
I'm
you.
ready for Dre to come back so I can hear it and take two.
Yeah, so
All
we'll
right.
do
Love
it later.
y'all.
We're gonna do it late night. Okay, love y'all. See y'all in a little bit.
All
Bye.
right.
Love it, no I'm perfect. So go ahead, drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Taking that off me. Yeah. 'Cause I got the plug, I make it complete. Talking late night, boy.